What's going on, y'all? About to send this link out, then we're going to go ahead and get started. Give me 1 second, y'all. Yeah, let's send this on to the members, then I'm going to send this link out. All right, give me 1 second. Like I said, we're starting a little bit slower. There's a couple of reasons for that. We're going to break it down in a second. But first, let me make sure you can hear pretty clear on my end because I forgot my mic. Okay, sounds good. Cool. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and share this, and then we're going to go and start the chart analysis. We got about a couple minutes until the next hour and the next 15 starts. And if you could let me know in the chat, y'all, and I'll turn it off. Because I got that thing blowing right now. All right, bam. So we're live. So I'm waiting for this next 15. So right now, I'm going to be watching SPX, and we're going to be paying attention to GJ as well. Was looking at the chart, so didn't take any trades because really, as we can see, price has been choppy and rangy all London session so far. So that's why I'm taking a break to see, volume pick up around this time. So as we can see, there's not really any setups. We didn't miss anything. Y'all see on the screen how we're doing so far the past 2 weeks and so far this month. We'll go over that in just a second. But I just want to show you really quick that, yeah, we usually enter trades around that time. But as you can see, there's not been any setups. There's been a bunch of retracements and ranging, which is very interesting because if we look at the news, there's not that much going on today. At 8:30 a.m. EST, we do got the GDP for the Canadian pairs. And then let's see, what's today? Wednesday. And then at 10 a.m. EST, we do got Joe's job opening. So price can be kind of ranging until that pops off, but we'll see. But for now, we're going to be watching SPX. And then we're going to wait for GA, I believe, to figure out what it's trying to do. But we're going to check out the Euro pairs as well, just to take a look. All right, those just jumping in. We haven't entered any trades yet. Me and the members have not entered any trades either. That might change in just a second, though. Yeah, so I like SPX right here. The reason why we're going for a buy setup here is mainly because if we look at the chart, we are still slightly bullish. Yeah, we did a small drop here, but if we look on the bigger scale of things, which we can see if we go on a naked chart. So let's go ahead and do that. So let's just go to this one. So as we can see here, after we delete this stuff, there we go. We can see that price is still bullish, right? We had this nice clear bull run here. Then we had some ranging right here. Then we had price break the highs here. Did a nice retest, nice shot up. This was on last Friday. And we're doing a retest on top of this level here. So I want to see today, especially after the news, a new higher high get made. But level, and I'll fixes itself. All right, let me know if y'all can hear me good on y'all's end. What's going on, Spark? I see you in here. I see you in here. I'm doing good. How about you, man? Hope that business is running good. If you started, I know you was getting things prepped for it. Let me know how that's going. What's going on, Shawn? I see you in here. So I was just joining the stream. I was just going over it. Like I said, we was on the chart still. Nothing went on. We didn't miss any setups at all. And there was maybe like one move during Tokyo, but there was the news event. So the members, we'll go over that when we go live. We'll break that down when we go live. But as of right now, we're going to be watching NAS. I mean, not NAS. We're going to be watching SPX. And then we're watching GA and GN. But those are still ranging right now. So the only one that's at a kind of a decent setup is SPX. So members, let me go ahead and get that set up for y'all. So give me 1 second. So me and members are in this trade currently. Give me 1 second. Those just joined the stream, y'all see on your screen how we've been doing the past couple weeks and how we've been doing this month so far. Go ahead and hit that first link in the description. Join the free Telegram, free signal room to check that out for yourself. I'm going to pull it up on the screen in a second, but right now I just want to make sure we're not missing any setups or anything like that. So give me 1 second. 10, 12. Yeah, so me and the members in this trade, we just entered this one. We hit TP1. So we're up about 20 points or 200 pips currently on this trade. Again, the reason why we're looking for a buy is like I was just going over. We are still on a bigger scale of things bullish. Yeah, we're seeing some retracements, but again, we're not really worried too much about retracements. We're trying to go with the overall flow and direction of price. So we do have this nice imbalance here. With the news, I can see price retracing a little bit more, possibly touching 41.75. But depending on how price reacts to 41.75, if you can hold that level of support, I'll still consider buys. I wouldn't really consider sells unless price breaks below that. Or if you want to be super safe, I'd wait for price to hit 41.40 and or 41.20 if you're going to consider, sells or something like that. But as of now, I would still consider buys. The main thing I want to see is us break back above 42.10, 42.12, and we can hold that level, then possibly make the new high here. Now, looking at NAS, we kind of see a similar thing. We saw a nice retracement on a lot of pairs yesterday. We caught some nice moves. We're 3-0 for this week so far. But if we look at NAS, we can kind of see a retracement coming as well. So it wouldn't be too much of a shock if we do see that. But let's look at these other pairs really quick to make sure we're not missing anything. Yeah, same thing with GJ. We can look at a possible buy here at GJ. It looks like it finally retested that level. Yeah, it's pushing up as well. Oh, that thing just shot up. So if it would come back down to around 172.90, 172.95, I may jump in this. But it's a little too high for me right now. So we're going to move that over to the side. Yeah, I had this set up right here, as you can see, but literally the entire London session, it was just playing around. It didn't just start breaking above until now. So this is why I wanted to wait as well, because I kind of saw this coming based on how Tokyo session was looking, the news events going on today, and then, of course, how yesterday went. We did catch some quick moves. Like we caught this nice GJ move. We broke this down on yesterday's live, and then we entered this, me and the members. Caught a nice move here, but as you can see, as soon as it hit this level, it rejected, played around, all that good stuff. So, whoops. Let me fix that really quick. Give me 1 second. Yeah, I don't got my other monitor right now, so the way StreamYard's set up right now is a little bit different from before. Are you making bands? If you're catching 26K pips, just do the math. Like I say, like I post screenshots of my positions. I never really show my personal accounts because I really don't want people to know how much I make. But, if you look at the screenshots, you count the pips, calculate it, you can kind of figure out how much I make on at least one of my accounts. But, if you look in the free Telegram, we went, 11-1. What's the say on the screen? We went 11-1 last week, caught 5,421 pips. And then last week, we went 13-1. I'm going to try to pull it up on the screen. Let me see something. I'm just going to try to pull it up on the screen, but the way I have StreamYard, whoops, I'm over here messing things up. But I clicked the wrong thing on StreamYard because I don't got my other monitor right here, so we can't really pull it up on the other screen. Let me see something. Let me see what's showing up now. Yeah, it's not showing up. Yeah, so hit that first link. We're going to be back with a second monitor later tomorrow. But hit that first link, you'll be able to check it out. Usually I like to show it on the stream, but you hit that first link, you'll be able to see that for yourself. So we got a new 5 minute that just started. I'm about to check out these other pairs. Let's see. Still looking at SPX. Still blue on that one. Looking to see if we can find some other setups. Gold started its move a little bit early. That thing dumped like an hour before London, so missed that entry. So like usual, well, let's go ahead and pull that up so y'all see what I'm talking about. I had this trade idea marked off, but it didn't start this move until an hour before London. I was not on the charts before then. I was, napping and all that stuff. Once this loads, you'll see what I'm talking about. There we go. But I had this trader just set up, but it started its move before I got on the charts. So we want to just do what we always do, wait for either retracement or for price to break the next level. So that's going to be the game plan for that. Again, we do have news popping off later on today during New York session. We have Euro news all day, which is also why price is kind of choppy. Then at 8:30 a.m. EST, we got the Canadian news. Then at 10 a.m., we got job openings for the USD pairs. Then 2 hours after that, at 12:30, we got FOMC for the USD pairs. And then we're chilling until 5 a.m. EST tomorrow. And then we got some Euro news, 8:15, we got ADP. You already know how that goes. We have that same news event the first week of every month. So not too much of a surprise there. And then, of course, on Monday, we had all those bank holidays. And you was glitching, but I can hear you fine. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm not at my regular spot right now. So if anything's acting buggy, just refresh the stream. Usually that works, especially with audio sounding static. You usually just refresh the stream. But if it's acting up, let me know. What's going on, Ryan? I see you in here. No. It's W-A-Y-E. W-A-Y-E. Get that in out of there. I know typo we doing it sometimes, but it's W-A-Y-E. Those just joined the stream. We haven't entered any trades yet. Well, me and the members are in one trade, but that's about it. Hit that first link in the description. Join the free Telegram, free signal room. I'm going to try to see if I can figure out how I can put it up on the screen, but I kind of messed up. Let me see. Present. No, I already messed that up. Yeah, so we're gonna be back at the regular setup tomorrow. But hit that first link, join the free signal room, free Telegram. You see how we did last week and the week before. This week we're currently 3-0. We took 3 trades yesterday. We broke them all down. On yesterday's live. But because the bank holidays on Monday, the yesterday's live stream was pretty slow, but we still took some nice setups. All 3 setups we was looking at ended up going exactly as projected. So we took this EN buy right here. Speaking of which, it finally retraced. So we're going to see what this next 15 looks like. We might be able to enter this. But we took this nice EN buy here. This was almost a nice 1 or 2 risk reward right here. Then we took a GJ buy like we went over a few minutes ago. I'm about to pull up the Telegram so I can tell you how many. So give me 1 second. So yeah, we took that Euro New Zealand buy. We caught 67 pips on that. We took this GJ buy. We caught 83 pips on this. And then we also took a GBPAUD buy. And that thing retraced on us. I'm going to go over this with the members when we go live later this week. But this is one of those moves that we could have re-entered if y'all was paying attention on the charts. Wasn't this setup here. So it was this right here. So this was the original setup here. Nice 1 to 2 risk reward. Caught like nice. How many pips we caught on this one? We caught a nice 83 pips here. Catching 225 pips yesterday. 3-0. All TPs got hit and surpassed on every trade taken yesterday. But this was one of those trades after it hit this final TP, it did retrace, and then we possibly could have re-entered here if we was paying attention. You know, if you also got a newer price watch list that I send y'all every day, that was another setup. But as you can see, after it did that nice push, it literally took a nap all Tokyo session, and then so far this London session has been playing around. So like I said earlier at the beginning of the stream, I wouldn't be too surprised if price decides to do that until the news comes around the corner. But we're off to a great start this week already. It's been a great month so far. I wish I could pull it up, but I already put the settings in, so I can't really show it right now. So yeah, this is going to be one of those lives. Y'all just going to have to go to the free Telegram and check it out for yourselves. So me and the members, we just hit TP2 on this SPX play. I'll post that stuff on my story. Make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok. Y'all should see it on the bottom of y'all's screen at Playmaker_way. TikTok's Playmaker Way. I'm still in EA, believe it or not. Yeah, EA was going crazy. I'm not as good as a swinger as you. Like, I can't do like super far retracements. I'll just close out and wait for another position. But I was swinging that all last week. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was holding those buys all last week, but I closed those I closed those on Friday. I didn't want to hold it on Friday. But yeah, the thing kept on pushing up. Swinging GJ as well since last week. Yeah, same thing with that. I closed all my positions on those last week. I'm entering new things. Nah, NAS and SPX went crazy last week, especially on Friday. Those things just kept exploding to the upside, and then gold just kept on tanking. It was definitely a good week last week as well. Make sure to hit that first thing and check that out. Let me go ahead and let the members know that we hit TB2 on this. Those just joined the stream. This is the only trade we're in currently. I don't suggest jumping into it because we're already at TB2, but we're basically waiting for these other setups. Price has just been very choppy right now, mainly because it's the last day of the month and tomorrow is the new month. And every beginning of the month, every first week of the month, we have reports coming in from the last month and last quarter, which causes a lot of high impact news to come out, which causes a lot of choppiness and volatility in the markets. So the first week / the last week of every month is usually the toughest weeks to trade, especially the first week. But, it just takes a little bit of patience and, just waiting for those setups. That's all it goes, because we make the most money usually on news days, believe it or not. And if y'all are confused or cautious about news days, do not be afraid. All you have to do is just understand, all right? The main reason why people are cautious with news days is because they truly don't understand what's going on. They just know that, they lose money. So I'm going to drop a video in the comments, in the chat, all right? There's two parts to it. This video explains exactly how I go about trading on news days. My bad, y'all. I was reading the text. My bad, y'all. I got a text. All right. So I'm going to drop this in the comments, all right? Also, make sure to hit that profile and check out the rest of my videos, because we don't just live trade and live stream every day, but we have tons of trade breakdown videos, trading psychology videos, trading plan videos, trading tip videos, videos going over risk to reward, videos going over trading view tools, back testing, prop firm challenges, how to count pips, all that good stuff. But the main one we're going to be talking about right now is how to trade news. All right, because there's news every week, almost every day. So it's very important to know how to go about those days. If I can find that video, give me 1 second, y'all. So we got about a 30 seconds to the new 15 starts. We'll see what this new 15 looks like. And again, because of the news, especially when you take trades before the news, you want to secure profits. You want to secure profits at any trade, but if you enter a trade before the news, you definitely want to do so, because a lot of fake outs, a lot of spikes can happen. And again, the goal of trading is to make money. You don't want to be up X amount of pips, X amount of dollars, and then watch it disappear. And then you're hoping or praying price pumps back in your favor to at least halfway, or at least just blew a little bit. You get what I'm saying? Because even if you get wicked out in profit and then it keeps pushing your direction, you still close blue, and those numbers are going to add up eventually. It's a long-term game. You're not trying to hit home runs every day. That's not realistic. All right, but if you can be profitable weekly, week after week, month after month, quarter after quarter, then you're doing something right. Here's that video. Yeah, so make sure to check this video out. All right. Those just joined the stream. We only entered one trade, me and the members. We're looking at other setups right now. We're in this SPX trade. TP2 got hit on here. Looking at other setups. There's only one other thing I'm kind of like. I'm looking at GJ right now. Everything else is doing some retracements. New 15 did just start. So yeah, I'm watching GJ on my other screen. Got SPX on this screen. But I dropped that video in the comments. And you already know, those watching the, almost sent that in the Telegram. I need to send that to YouTube Live. There we go. And there's two parts. So make sure to watch this one and then watch the second video next to that. All right, there we go. Yeah, so I'm looking at GJ. I kind of like GJ. Yeah, let me write this trade idea up. Kind of like this right here. Y'all see on your bottom of your screen how we're doing so far this month, how we did last week and the week before that. Last week we went 11-1, caught a total of 5,400 pips, giving us a 92% win rate. And then the week before that we went 13-1, catching 26,987 pips, giving us I think a 90% win rate as well. I won't be able to pull it up this live. We're going to be able to pull it up the next live, so make sure to hit that first link and just check it out yourself. Let me see here. And I did post screenshots of me in the trades on my story, but it might be expiring soon. What's going on, Fitmon? I see you in here. All right, this is the video. Those watching it recorded. So yeah, me and the members are currently blue on SPX, chilling at TP1 right now, watching GJ as well. We might enter this in a second also. Let me show you that. It's doing a retest. So we're watching the retest, seeing how it's reacting. But yeah, but we're not going to be entering too many trades right now because as we saw, those that have been in the stream since the beginning, a lot of pairs are just ranging and choppy. And again, you don't want to enter a trade when it's rangy like this. You want to wait for it to break out of the rangy and choppiness. All right, you're not going to, because the reason why is because when price is ranging like this, it's going to break out one way or another, but you don't know exactly which direction it's going to break out until it does it. So you might as well just patiently wait, then enter. Something very similar to that was GJ. We look at yesterday's live. We was watching GJ literally range here all day. We was looking for buys. We could have been entered here, but because we patiently waited, we made sure because of that we didn't enter the trade too early, lose money, anything like that, and we avoided unnecessary drawdown. So never rush to enter a trade. Always be patient. So we're gonna move this over because we're not in that yet. So yeah, we're keeping an eye on that. Been looking at GN. Like I said, everything else is just ranging. So we're just gonna be looking at GJ for right now, and of course we're in SPX. So everything else just ranging, not doing anything. Right? It's been almost a whole 5 minutes, and price has not moved anywhere on GN. And then GA, same thing, just ranging and choppiness. So yeah, we're just gonna be watching GJ for any other potential setup, and that's it. Of course, we're not going to enter right now. We're still waiting for it to hit our price level and then reach our confirmations. But yeah, as you can see, literally, and this is the 15-minute time frame. So as you can see, price literally this whole session and all Tokyo after the news here. This was the news candlestick because there was AD news last night during Tokyo session at 9:30 EST, if I'm not mistaken, PM, not AM. And you see it literally hit these levels, bounce, and then after that, it's just been stagnant. So really can't mess with those right now. The only ones that are kind of moving or showing some signs of volume is GJ and then of course SPX. But we're in SPX right now, and GJ is doing slight retest. So we're going to see how it reacts here. New 5-minute did just start. So yeah, we're going to keep that on the other screen. So we're 4-0 for the week so far. SPX is still pushing slowly but surely. We're going to see if we can take this wall out right here. But we're just chilling right now. Man, I wish I could figure out how to put this on the screen. I hit the wrong setting. Instead of let me see something, y'all. Let me try something real quick. Let me see something. Present. Share screen. Entire screen. All right. I think I fixed it. Let me pull up my phone and see if this works. All right, let me pull up this live. Now let's see if it's showing my entire screen. Yeah, I think it's showing my entire screen. Let's see. Yeah, it's a delay. Wow, that's a big ass delay. Oh, let me get rid of that signal because we haven't entered that yet. But that shows y'all that I got it ready for y'all for when we do enter it. But let me go ahead and delete that. That way nobody jumps in that and I get angry message. But we are still considering it. All right, so that's gone. So this is how we did yesterday. So yesterday we went 3-0, caught total of 225 pips. 158 of those pips were strictly with the members in the advanced play signal room. We caught a nice GA buy, all TPC caught 75 pips. Nice EN buy, all TPC caught 67 pips, and a nice GJ buy, all TPC caught 83 pips. Now we broke down all three of these trades on yesterday's live. We didn't enter those live. We entered them a little bit after the stream ended. You click to the top, you can see the time was posted literally about 30 minutes, 20 minutes after the live. You can see my personal entry, my SL, the TPs, how many people viewed or entered the trade, the reactions, the TPs getting hit, and of course, screenshots of the trades as well. So these are the screenshots of the positions taken yesterday. I wish we could delete that message, but there it goes. Huge, huge push to the upside. You can see the signals there, all that good stuff. Then, like you see on the bottom of your screen, this is how, here's some student results as well. You scroll to the 29th, you'll be able to see the student results as well. This is a member showing them deep in profit. They made about 500, almost 600 off this EJ buy last week. Other people got into that as well, as you can see here. All that good stuff. So make sure to check that out. But yeah, SPX is still slowly but surely trying. We're going to let it do its thing for now. But yeah, we're just chilling right now. We're just chilling. Let's pull back up GJ and see what that's up to. All right, so we got a nice little wick on there. So we got a new 5 minutes. So at this point, we're just going to wait for this 15 to end. We're going to see what the next 15 looks like. If the next 15 shows signs that's trying to push to the upside, then we may enter. I got a certain price level I'm looking at for price to break and hit. But so far, it hasn't met the first confirmation. It's respecting this level of support. It's broken above it. It's doing a nice retest. So we're going to wait for the next 15 to see what that looks like. So yeah, I'm just going to show you the other pairs just to stress that, they're not really doing too much. But yeah, we're just going to be paying attention to GJ and, of course, SPX. That's what we're going to be doing for right now, just GJ and SPX. Yeah, it's got a nice little rejection wick there. Yes, so we're going to see what this next 5 minutes. We got about literally 2 seconds. It's going to pop up. So we're going to see what that's talking about. Those just join the stream, make sure you hit that first link in the description. Join the free signal room, free Telegram. That way you get a notification when we do enter a trade. Me and the members are just in one trade currently. We didn't take any trades last night. I was on the charts looking for setups, but same thing. There was only a couple quick moves, and that happened during the news event. Price before and after was just very choppy, so nothing we can do about that. I let the members know. I was like, hey, price is choppy. I'm going to be back on the charts London session. That way they weren't just sitting there waiting for me to, post a trade or anything like that. So GJ is turning back green, so that is a good sign. But like I said, we're going to wait for the next 15. But I do got the trade idea written up just in case we do enter that, though. Oops, my bad, y'all. But as you can see, it is flickering from green to red. It's showing signs that it's trying to push to the upside, but it's also showing signs that it's struggling to do exactly that, which is why we're just going to wait for the next 15. What's going on, gaming? I see you in here. I see you in here. Those that's joining the stream, we have not entered this yet. Let me go ahead and move this over to the right. We have not entered this yet. It's just a trade idea. We're waiting for the next candlestick to determine if we're going to enter this. We did not take any trades on Monday. Tuesday, we took 3 trades. We're 3-0. We went over that about 10 minutes ago. And then today, we just took 1 trade. Hasn't hit the final TP, but it hit TP2. So technically 1-0 for the day, 4-0 for the week so far. We went over the game plan for the day. going to go over it one more time, but we do have news events popping off. So let's go over that before the next 15. So as far as news this week, we have, well, as far as news today, we'll start there. We got Euro-German prelim CPI going on all day. So that's also explained why the Euro pairs are pretty choppy like they are right now. Then at 8:30 a.m., we got GDP for the Canadian pairs. Then at 10 a.m., we got Joel's job openings for the USD pairs. Then at 12:30, we got FOMC. Also have some Swiss franc news. And then that's pretty much it for that day. Well, today. Then going on tomorrow, pretty clean, standard looking London session. At 5 a.m., we got CPI for the Euro pairs. Then we got another news event at 5:30. Then at 8:15 and 8:30, we got ADP and unemployment claims. Definitely pay attention to these this time. Price 9 times out of 10 will do some pumps. Volume will be in the markets 9 times out of 10 with those news events. And then 2 hours after that, we got ISM, manufacturing PMI. Then Friday, we got non-farm employment, unemployment rates, and also Italian holiday for the Euro pairs. So while we're on here, let me just go back to GJ really quick. Yes, we might jump into this next 15. Yeah, so we're still waiting for the next 15, but this is a good sign. So we're going to wait to see what the next candlestick looks like, but we might jump in this on the next 15. So what I want y'all to do is, if y'all don't know what this website is, this is Forex Factory. Just Google it. It's going to be the first thing that pops up. And I want y'all just to go to the first week of every month. So you see here, we're on June 2nd. Tomorrow's a new month. We see that we have non-farm employment. We see that we have ADP here, unemployment claims. We see that we have FOMC, right? So now let's go to the beginning of this month, which was May. And let's just do that, right? And then let's see what news events we have. Oh yeah, we also have ISM. But let's just ignore that for right now. So what do we have here? We have FOMC. Then what else do we have? We got CPI, but we're talking mainly about the USD news. And we got non-farm employment, unemployment rate, average hourly earnings, just like we got the first week of this month. And then if y'all want to, go above and beyond, y'all can go to, whoops, I did that wrong. There we go. We're going to do that. And then we're going to go back to the chart. 60-day max range. Okay, so we're going to do, all right, whatever. Did it for us. So we're on February 1st, and same thing. First week of February of the month, we see ADP, we see ISM. That's a tongue twister for me for some reason. We got FOMC. What else do we got that we see this month and the month before? What we got? Okay, non-farm employment, average hourly earnings, unemployment rate. And if you go to every first week of every month, 9 times out of 10, if not 100% of the time, we have these news events over and over again. It's not a coincidence. It's because that's every new month, every new quarter, they got to put out a bunch of reports. And with those reports comes, volume and manipulation in the markets. Let's bring that back. All right, so let's go back on the charts. All right, new 15. GJ's back red. This is why we want to wait for the next 15. It did show off green. It can turn back green. But as you can see, we would have entered there. We'd be in drawdown immediately. So that's why you always want to wait for the next 15 or the next candlestick. Yeah, well, we're still going to keep an eye on that. We're still blue on SPX, but it's not pumping too crazy like we weren't expecting, though, because, again, like we went over, we got a lot of news going on today. So when there's a lot of news events, it's pretty much slow and choppy, at least an hour or two, if not literally the candlestick before the news event. But out of curiosity, I wouldn't be too shocked that nothing's changed. But let's go ahead and look at these other pairs to see what's going on. Those just joined the stream again. The reason why we didn't go live normal time, there's a few reasons. I was doing some stuff, but also the charts were super slow. I kind of saw that coming, and we didn't miss anything at all. I was on the charts during London session. I wasn't live, but I was on the charts, and literally we haven't missed anything at all. As we can see, prices literally just been ranging all London session. So we're waiting for a retest here. We can look for a possible buy here, but it's still got some retracing to do before we can consider entering. At least before I would consider entering it. I should say that. Been looking at SPX. Yeah, so it's just chilling. We're chilling. We just keep ranging between TP1 and TP2, but we are nice and blue on this trade right here. Got a nice wick going on. About to reattempt to try to break that level. But this is the only trade we're currently in. We was looking to enter GJ, but as y'all saw, we was waiting for the next 15. We waited for the next 15. We saw what happened. We're still going to be keeping an eye on that, though, because things can change, as y'all know, literally in seconds, if not in a couple minutes, or a new candlestick. So, EN, same thing. I'm picking on my entries. It's not low enough for me to consider entering, so we're going to leave that alone. If y'all want to contact me directly, though, y'all can hit me up on Instagram in the DM at playmaker_way. I respond to all messages, all DMs. You don't have to be a member to message me. I respond to every message, every question. It can be about TPs, it can be about trading, it can be about advanced place center and mentorship, all that good stuff, whatever the case may be. But yeah, literally every pair is just ranging right now. So that's why we haven't entered anything. We're still going to keep an eye on GJ. We're going to be flipping back and forth between SPX and GJ. Let's see what's going on here. Yeah, we're just chilling right now. How do you see GU? We can look at GU. I got you. So let's go on the daily. So if we look at GU, we are bearish. Was a nice sell setup here, actually. This was probably during Tokyo session. Yeah, it was a nice sell setup. It's doing a retest, so if it can treat this low as resistance, we can look for a possible sell setup here. So actually perfect timing, depending on if it rejects this level. We can look at a possible sell setup here. And the reason why we're looking at sells and not buys is, well, it did do a nice push up yesterday, and people were asking, well, not someone asked about AU, not GU, but it's pretty much the same thing. Just GU is bigger than AU value-wise, but it's pretty much the same thing. But that's another topic. But again, we were going to go with the overall direction of price. Like I went over in yesterday's live, and pretty much most of the lives nowadays, price moves in three different formations, three different ways. Higher highs, higher lows, aka uptrend, lower highs, lower lows, aka downtrend, or ranging / consolidation, or what people call a sideways market. So it's your job before you enter any trade to figure out which one of these three you're looking at. If you're looking at this, you need to wait for it to become this or this. If you're looking at this, you need to wait for the retracement and enter for the higher high. If you're looking at this, you need to wait for the retracement, enter for the lower low. Very simple. So yes, price did push up yesterday, but that doesn't mean go for buys. That simply was just the, at least at this time, the lower high, which we can clearly see here. Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. So this is looking like the new lower low. So price at a pretty decent level. Depending on what the news does, it could retrace back to 24.30. So we could look for sell at 24.30, or price can break and hold 23.60. We can look for sells there. And we're going to be targeting around 22.95, 2300 price range. That's going to be the game plan for GU. I actually missed a nice setup last night during Tokyo session on this, but you know, it is what it is. I haven't traded the USD pairs in a minute, but that's what we're looking at right there. It's doing a nice retest right now. So I'll just wait to see if we can hold this level. Even if it breaks back up, I'll still consider sells because look, even with the push up from yesterday, you see this was Tuesday, the 30th. Even with this push up yesterday, look what happened when it hit this level. Rejected. Did the retest? Rejected. So that's literally showing you that price is treating this as a resistance level. So you shouldn't really go for buys. But that's what I see for GU. Speaking of GU, GU is doing that. Let's see if GJ is doing that. All right, we got a wick back. Yeah, so it's trying. Let's try. Yeah, we're gonna go for this. And then we're just gonna chill these two trades. So we already hit TP2 on SPX. This is gonna be the only other trade we go for. Let me go ahead and post this disclaimer. Make sure to read this disclaimer, especially if this is your first time watching the stream. If this is your first time watching the stream, go ahead and hit that sub button while you're at it. But make sure to read the disclaimer. It goes over how the trades work, how TPs work, how you should go about trading in general. Some stuff you might know, some stuff you might not. It might look like a huge paragraph on your phone screen, but I promise you it's not. It's just 11 sentences. So make sure to read all of that. But we're going to go ahead and post this. So give me 1 second. Yeah. So I'm going to see how that goes. Going to mark out the first TP here. Whoops. Clicking the wrong things. All right, so I just posted this in the free channel, y'all. I posted the TPs as well. I'm going to visually mark off these TPs here. I think it's already trying to push up. Boom. So we're going to keep an eye on SPX as well. I'm going to keep it on this screen for right now. I'm going to pull up SPX on my other screen. Yeah, SPX is still kind of in the same spot. Got a new 5-minute about to start though. But yeah, we're just chilling. We're probably not going to enter anything else until after the news, just because the way price is looking, or maybe pre-New York. Members, you already know, in a couple hours, going to send that New York price watch list. Those that aren't members, I send a New York price watch list every day, of course, during New York or beginning of New York. Basically going over the trades we took during Tokyo and London session. Obviously, we didn't take any trades this Tokyo session, but we did chase some trades during this London session. I go over possible setups going into New York. I go over price points. I break down why we're looking for buys or why we're looking for sells and all that good stuff. I was supposed to edit and post a sneak peek and preview of me breaking down some of the charts and them playing out yesterday, but I just totally didn't do it. I got sidetracked. But I do have a lot of content similar to that I should start posting. So be on the lookout for that. But yeah, so we're just going to be in these two trades right here. Of course, we're risking the same amount every trade. We're not trying to go for a home run. We're not risking half our account on this trade. Nothing crazy like that. Let me catch up to these comments here. Yeah. And of course, like always, if you guys want to see me look at any other pairs, these are just the pairs I personally like. Those that have been here since last year. I stopped it, I think, this year, but last year, you just look at any of the lives from last year, like November or before or earlier, you'll see that I used to have like 20 different tabs open of pairs. We used to go through every single currency pair. We used to enter a lot more trades. But the main reason I was doing that was just to simply just show y'all that this strategy literally works on anything that has a chart. So, it doesn't matter what time of the day it is. As long as the market's open, you can make money, which is also why we trade literally all day. I'm on the charts. Well, let me not say I'm on the charts all day because I'm not. It's not like I'm at the computer all day. But, we're trading literally every session. We trade Tokyo, London, and New York session. And then depending on how the trade's doing, we hold some trades Tokyo into London into New York or London session into New York. And, you can't really do that unless you determine the direction price is going on the bigger time frames and overall, right? So we look at a few of these pairs. GJ hit TP1. It's pushing up. I'm going to notify the free channel. Go ahead and hit that like button though. But I just want to show y'all that, when you just patiently wait and you go with the overall direction of price, you can do some stuff like this. And by this, I mean catching entire daily candlesticks. You see, we caught this entire daily candlestick here, caught this entire daily candlestick this day, caught the entire rejection and daily candlestick this day, caught them this day, caught them this day. These days, obviously, these are red, but, before it turned red, if you understand how candles work, if you don't, make sure to check out my video titled How to Read Candlesticks. It's on my channel as well. I'm going to be dropping an updated one and more in-depth one, but you need to know how to read candlesticks. Every candlestick is not randomly going up and down. It's not randomly wicking. Every candlestick is giving you clues and hints and telling you a story. It's like a everlasting history book. You just got to know how to read and transcribe it. It's like a code. It's like hieroglyphics. You get what I'm saying? But every candlestick is telling you exactly what you need to know. You just got to know what you need to know and know what you're looking at. All right. But yeah, but we're going to leave gold alone because gold's not where we want it to be right now. So we're not even going to look at gold right now. We're just going to pay attention to these two trades we're currently in. I think we just hit TP2, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, we just hit TP2, so y'all should be nice and blue on y'all screens. If y'all haven't hit that like button, go ahead and hit that like button. If y'all haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. I don't know what y'all doing. We just had our giveaway for a 500 subscriber special literally like 2 months ago, and we're already almost at 1,000 subscribers. We're going to be doing the next giveaway at 1,000 subscribers. Those that wasn't here for the first giveaway, we gave away a bunch of stuff. We gave away multiple free courses, gave away free access to the Advanced Play Signal Room. We gave away free one-on-one sessions, a whole bunch of stuff. And of course, we raffled and did all that stuff live as well. But the next one is going to be at 1,000 subscribers. Yeah, but we're up about 10-ish pips on GJ. Again, we could have entered right here, but again, price could have easily rejected this level. Let me try to find a good example of that. Right? That's not really a good example. Let me try to find a good example. Here's kind of a good example, right? So price hit this lower range, could have possibly entered, but it exploded. That's not a good example. I was talking and I was like, halfway through that sentence, I was like, that's not even close enough to a good example. Let me try to find a good example for y'all. I'm not even going to try to pretend what I was saying was valid. We're not going to do that. I'm trying to find a good example. Boop, boop, boop. I can't really find one. This is kind of, well, here's a good one. Price tried multiple times. We could have entered here, but because our confirmations are a way for price to break this level, hold this level, and treat it as support, kind of like how we see here. Then you see, even though price pivoted, it still ended up pushing, whereas price never did what it did here. And it ranged, tried one time, 2 times, 3 times, then rejected, then came back to this daily level. So that's kind of like what could have possibly happened if we would have entered early here. Sometimes, there's exceptions to the rule, but those times that you break the rules and you get reminded the hard way why those rules were placed, you're going to be beating yourself up. So it's better to just, stick to those rules and consistently do the same thing over and over again. Like I said before, though, don't be expecting 2 big pumps in the market. Yesterday, though, we had a huge pump. Like, we entered this GJPY literally, as you can see, after this first candlestick, the next candlestick exploded in our direction. Don't expect that because, again, we have a bunch of news popping off later today. So it could be pretty slow and choppy. So definitely make sure to not be too greedy and secure your profits. Or, if you calculate your lot size and you're okay with potentially losing what you're risking, go for it. But I'm always a firm believer of securing profits and possibly looking for a re-entry. rather close the trade blue than be blue and then close the trade red after it was blue. That's me at least. Those just joined the stream. We only have entered 2 trades. We hit TB2 on both trades so far. Go ahead and hit that first link in the description. Join the free Telegram, free signal room. You see how we did last week and how we're doing so far. How we did the last 2 weeks. You hit that first link, you'll see how we're doing so far this week. But last week we went 11-1, giving us a 92% win rate, catching a total of 5,400 pips. Then the week before that, we went 13-1, catching a total of 26,987 pips, giving us like another 90% win rate. Then this week so far, if we don't include the 2 trades today, we're 3-0. We went 3-0 yesterday. Didn't take any trades on Monday because there was a bunch of bank holidays and the markets were just dead. All right. But you hit this channel, we have to explore and see literally how we've been doing for the entire month. At the end of every day and every week, I do a recap, going over all trades taken in both the free channel and advanced play signal room, what TP got hit, the pips caught on that TP, then the total, then of course the total separate in the advanced play signal room, then end of the day, the record for the week, all that good stuff. And then you click this pinned message. Also, like it says here, use code 1 year at checkout. This works for the course. This works for one-on-one sessions. This works for the advanced play signal room. But the reason why the code is 1 year for 25% off, because last week we hit our 1 year mark, 1 year anniversary for the playbook. So if you click this pinned message in the free channel, I had it pinned to take it to the very top, but we post a lot in here is lost in the sauce. So it's just better to post and click this pinned message here and then scroll just a little bit, because this takes you to the month right after that. But if you scroll up to the top, as you can see, if it will refresh, it's not wanting to do that right now. All right, there it goes. We're almost there. There we go. So you can see we've been doing this for a year. So if you click that pin message and scroll just slightly a little bit, then you can see how we've been consistently averaging 80 to 90% weekly and monthly and quarterly win rates. You can see screenshots like always of trades, another huge drop. This was back when we used to trade Euro CHF like it was nobody's business, but we haven't really traded CHF pairs like that this year so far. But you can see screenshots, student results, of course, all that good stuff. So make sure to check that out. Again, you have to apply the coupon. It's not going to apply automatically, all right? You got to apply the coupon at checkout just like you'll do at, any other, online shopping. But yeah, so we're just going to be in these trades, letting them do their thing for right now. Like I said, we're not expecting any volume or crazy moves right now because of the market conditions. Those are just from the stream. We'll go over the news again one more time for y'all. But we have at 8:30 Canadian news GDP. Then at 10 a.m. we got JOLTS job openings for the USD pairs. Then we got FOMC at 12:30 for the USD pairs, and that's pretty much it for today. Then tomorrow and Friday we got some more high impact news, especially for the USD pairs. So definitely keep an eye out for those. And if you don't know what this website is, it's Forex Factory. Just type that in Google. It's going to be the first one that pops up. All right. Again, I don't watch the news. I just need to know what time news is popping off. That way, when I'm in a trade, I can mentally prepare for that, secure profits, and most importantly, not be shocked or surprised when we see a spike or pump in the markets. That's the most important thing. But yeah, we're just chilling right now. Make sure to follow me, y'all. You'll see it on the bottom of your screen on Instagram and TikTok at Playmaker_ways to Instagram, Playmaker ways to TikTok. I post daily on both pages. Some stuff I can't post on Instagram, so I post on TikTok, and vice versa. Some stuff I can't post on TikTok, so I post on Instagram. And of course, if you want to contact me directly, you can DM me on Instagram. I'll respond to all messages. Almost at 1,000 followers on both here and TikTok. Once we hit 1,000 followers on TikTok, we're going to be going live on there as well. It's going to be outside of the regular London session hours on YouTube. Definitely don't want to miss out on that. I have a lot of stuff planned, so help your boy out. So if you ever, learn something from the videos, caught some pips, or any value from these lives, Definitely hit that like, sub, and then follow on the socials. So like I said, we're not going to enter anything else until possibly pre-market the earliest or after the news events going into New York, mainly because price is just ranging right now. So we're waiting for volume to pick up, and volume is most likely not going to pick up until right before those news events or after. Now, if you're interested in learning how to mark up these charts like you see on your screen, how to identify these levels, where if I zoom out, you can see why we have these levels marked off. You can consistently see. Well, let me zoom out so you can see it a little bit better. And let's bold it up so y'all can see it a little bit better. So give me 1 second, y'all. All right, make sure that first in the description join the free Telegram. Those just jumping in. All right, just gonna highlight this one, and that's it. So you can see here how price is repeatedly bouncing and reacting off these levels, treating these levels support and resistance. This is why we trade off these levels. As you can see with my long and short positions, besides this one, because this was an old level, they're all marked off based off these key support resistance levels. You see time after time again, price trends level support and resistance. And there's these levels on literally every time frame, every pair. And you just use these to your advantage. So if you're interested in learning how to use these or how to identify these yourself and catch huge daily candlesticks like we do on a weekly basis, hit the links in the description. Make sure you use code 1YEAR at checkout. Members, you already know in a couple hours, I'm going to send that price watch list, New York price watch list for y'all. But we're going to let these trades run. Like I said, read the disclaimer. It's going to explain how these trades work and how the TPs work. And we're going to be back at it same time, regular scheduled time tomorrow, London session 3 a.m. EST. We out. Let me catch up to these comments before I hop off. All right, cool.